Hey guys, Theo here, Uncommon Sense. I started recording this video, and then midway through, some car alarm in the distance started going off, and I tried to keep it cool, wait for it to stop, but it never did, so I'm like, okay, better just start over. So I do that, and then I noticed that when I stopped stretched a bit when I waited for the car alarm to stop, and then as I'm shooting the video the second time, I'm like, okay, I seem to have dropped my key when I did it. So now I did, got that. I went back. My mind is all over the place now, quite exhausted, but it plays in perfectly to this video. So please leave a comment and like already, guys. Remember to remind you early on. Then if you have some more specific inputs, you can comment again later. So we're gonna be talking about why you're not losing weight, why you're not building muscle, or why you're not coming closer to any other goal that you might have. It is either because you don't have a program or a plan, kind of just aimlessly wander through it, go to the gym randomly, or have some, I tried to do this with my diet or something, but it's not clear. Or you have that, but the steps in the program are not non-negotiable. You come up with excuses. You got to realize this is what so many people do. They focus on the result, you know. I want to look that way, I want to lose weight, or I'd like to be that jacked, or whatever. But then everything you got to do, it feels so far away, and everything feels like a must, like, oh, I'm gonna hit the gym today, I don't feel like it, you know. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna have to be a little hungry, eat in my deficit, or I'm gonna have to fast, you know. And doing it once doesn't take you much closer to the goal at all, right? So when you have that mindset, everything just feels heavier, you know. And it's just so likely that you at some point, like, fuck it, you go off it, and then you start a bad trend, or it's just that you keep being consistently inconsistent. If you said you're going to train 4 times per week and stick to a certain diet, you like skip out on half of the workouts, or, you know, every other week you do that, or, you know, some days you just cheat, you go eat a bunch of crap and like ruin it all, because that's the point. Like, as an extreme newbie, like a little inconsistency like that would still yield a little bit of results. But, you know, to take it further, and especially as you get more and more advanced, you have to do more and more, and you have to be more and more consistent with it. So the difference between people who don't reach the results and the people that do is that the people that do, they don't focus on the result. They just know that somewhere in the distance, like, yeah, this thing I'm working towards, it's there. It's gonna come eventually and inevitably, as long as I stick to the plan, as long as the steps I need to take each day are non-negotiable. Do you understand? So, since I came here to Greece, there are certain things I've not missed. There are many things I never missed on back home too. But just to, you know, because I really turned a new leaf, and you know, like, I'm gonna put in another gear with everything. And, you know, I view everything as part of my program process. You know, Uncommon Sense Fitness, my coaching programs, it's not just about training and nutrition and fasting. That just happens to be extremely important. It's a cornerstone. But I talk about everything in my clients' lives, and I think about everything in my days as part of my program, right? So things I have not missed since I came here. Cold shower in the morning, meditate, go swim in the sea. There are certain posts, I can't walk through everything I do on Instagram. You should follow my Instagram, by the way. You're really missing out if you don't. I really show you my entire days, my process. There are certain things I show every day. So I never miss anything in my posting schedule. I never miss a YouTube video. I have certain days I have to put them up. I never miss a workout. I've never missed a meal. I haven't had a bad meal. The fast I've done, I've not missed anything. And I've leveled up so much. And look, on certain days, everything is just kind of going your way, right? Like, it's kind of enjoyable. You know that too. And you're motivated, you know, because this is kind of what I'm talking about again. You can't rely on motivation or immediately getting a result. So, you know, some days here, I love it all. I just go through the day, smash everything, and I've never felt like, oh, I have to do this. More than the cold shower. The cold shower I never want to do. It just becomes easier with habit, but I start the day off like that because I know I do something that I don't want to do. I choose to do it. Then everything else that might come up that I don't want to do, that I have to, is going to be easier. I'm one step closer to it. I stack wins and create positive momentum. So, yesterday was my birthday, and I really nailed the day. You know, I won it big time, and it's 10 out of the 10 day, really. But the problem that for me then can be that I'm almost too wound up, and especially on my birthday, I got so much positive, you know, appreciation for people on my social media, but in my life, friends and family, and you know, I don't care much for birthdays as I want a big party or something, but it does mean a lot that people express appreciation for me. But anyway, I'm so wound up, so even though when I go to bed there soon after 8, I usually go to bed, I can't go to sleep for another 2 hours or so, because I'm so wound up by the positive, happy stress hormones. And when I go to sleep, I woke up at like 1:30, which isn't that far off from my usual awakening time between 3 and 4. But when I go to sleep later and wake up earlier, it's no good. And so I'm still wound up then, so I don't feel bad then, but I just know that I know I can't go back to sleep. I'm too wound up, and this is gonna hit me later today, which it is today, you know, so that's why I'm such a mess. But I still do, you know, the cold shower is more difficult to do when you slept a little, you're more freezing, you know, but I do it, I meditate. Since I have some extra time, I take the time to tidy up my apartment a bit. It's one of my last self-limiting beliefs I've starting to undo, because I'm naturally disorderly, but I've kind of had the like, oh, I just am messy, I just make a mess. But you can work on it. I'm working on becoming more orderly. That's a new story. When I get to work on my computer, you know, and then, you know, no offense if any of my clients are watching, it's nothing personal, but on a day like this, it's one of the few days when I'd actually like to skip certain things, like client calls I love to have, but you know, it's like I have to talk, be focusing on someone other than me when I'm in this sleep deficit, you know, but I do it, it's all good. But then I have my workout, that's a leg workout. It's like the least, you know, smashing a chest, a push workout would be quite all right on a, you know, sleep deficit like this. Of course, it's gotta be legs, you know, but I go and do it. And yeah, that's right, I'm probably rolling, you know, just to make the point that you're gonna see, I'm kind of smashing this workout, you know. And, you know, to even solidify this, what I'm talking about, I don't have to record this video today. This video is for tomorrow. But I know when I've underslept like this, today I'm sort of just, it's on the big sleep deficit day, it's sort of just like, you know, I'm still a little high of some kind of stress hormone, but it's just like, I'm not fully recovered everywhere, you know. But I know that when I'm going to sleep like a rock this night, and I feel even less like recording a video tomorrow, because then I'm going to be more like, you know, more like a stone from sleeping so long. So, yeah, to be honest, I didn't feel like doing this video. And then reality just kept fighting me with its car alarm and me dropping the keys and shit. But I gotta do it. It's non-negotiable. Do you understand? Everything is non-negotiable. You don't get like this, the way I am, you know. You've seen, if you follow me for a long time, you see the development in me. I've become better at literally everything I do. The YouTube shit, like the channel growth in numbers had been a kind of slow, but it has grown. And me as a person, the way I talk to the camera and everything, it has grown. I've gotten more jacked and more ripped. I've gotten better in every way, and look, this is not a fucking brag, you know. Do you understand that all that I do you know why it's non-negotiable for me, and should be non-negotiable for you? Because in the end, the things that we invest and work on ourselves like this, it is for us too. We feel the best from it in the end. Talk about choosing your difficulty. If you choose the easy now, skipping all of this and eating junk and that, feels good in a moment, but it's going to be difficult when you're fat, stiff, your body hurts, you get sick, and all this shit, you know, and you don't like the way you look or feel or anything, you know. But choosing the difficult makes everything else easier, but that also makes you more capable, makes you be able to be there for people around you. So look, in the end, guys, I'm doing all of what I tell myself on the days when Theo wants to skip out, when Theo knows, like, but bro, you know that you've come so far with this that if you took one day off of certain things, you know, you wouldn't lose it. Like, not you, really. A lot of people would, like, immediately start a bad trend. And I know this, but then I tell myself it's for a bigger cause. I need to show you guys what you have to do. I need to show you. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'll make the mindset thing. I make it a positive. That's great, Theo. You get the chance to prove that you don't need the conditions to be perfect for you to do this. You show the guys. You show what it's about. So that next time when they are, you know, on a sleep deficit and, oh, I don't want to go to the gym and blah, 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 they remember and are like, nah, shit, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Let me pause. There might have been something else I want to see. No, I just had to think. So look, guys, what I'm saying, I guess the little round off thing is, what I'm saying is not that you have to completely, you know, burn yourself out. But the thing is, for instance, that I didn't feel like doing the leg workout today. It's not because my body, like the muscles are really recovered. I didn't train legs yesterday and I fasted for days before. The legs are fully recovered, you know. It's just that I have a little lower energy output. But so, for instance, what I'll do is I'll get my tasks that I have to get done today with work, but then I'll just, instead of doing extra things that I would do, I'll just start rounding the day off a little earlier so I can go to sleep nice and start catching up this night. So the point is not like you should just burn yourself out, but the things that really, you have to be honest with yourself with it. Like, is this something I just feel less like doing today, or is it something I can't do at all? And for me, like, no, I could smash the legs, but it's not the day when I just take on a bunch of extra stuff, except this video, because it just made sense to do it. And I'll actually, like I said, probably be in even less of a mood to do it. And a video doesn't burn me out. It's just that my brain is a little scattered, you know. Okay, guys, yeah, that's it. And look, this is what we work on in the coaching programs. When you can't make it non-negotiable, when you invest in yourself and you have someone that, you know, the methods, of course, you get the program and nutrition and fasting plan, depending on who you are and your goals. But on the calls too, you get the reminders. And just having someone to answer to, that you know that I think it's non-negotiable, you know, and it's not that I'm gonna be all mad and tell you suck and we are quitting if you miss something once, but you know what I think, and so you're gonna be more accountable to do it. That's like half the point of having a coach, you know. But so I'm having a Christmas sale. You can DM me on Instagram or email me. I prefer the DMs, but you can always email too. It's in the description. Yeah. Yeah, now I have the list. I'm onboarding a couple new clients and I have some things to post on Instagram, but then I'm done with a non-negotiable task for today, and I'm going to be even happier with myself on a day like this than on the like perfect day when everything, the conditions were perfect, because I know those days are easy. You know it too, right? When the motivation is there, it's easy. It's these days that are the most important. So yeah, if you didn't comment already and like, please do it now. Really helps support the channel. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscles, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, philosophy, mindset. It's a mindset, guys. The things you need to do each day to get to your goal is non-negotiable. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.